Hello! This is a big box. Incidentally, my feet are in this video. I'm sorry. You're welcome. I guess don't be welcome. Don't be happy about that. I look like I don't know how to open a box. This is ridiculous. This is Malenia, Blade of Mikola by Corgi Progit and DTalon Studio. It's in so many pieces. So many pieces, man. Well, hello, I did it! She's put together. How epic, sick, nasty.
Wicked.
Can I grab a figure from my shelf? I think this is a 1/7 scale figure. This is ridiculous. It's hard to really show how big this is. Here's a size comparison. God damn it. With a Nendo. I think I've peaked. I don't know how I couldn't buy anything smaller than this ever again. Just a little bit crazy. But overall, wait, this whole time? This whole time there's been an extra piece of thing in here? I've never checked. What the hell? This is my favorite figure. There is nothing that will be more favorite than this until I buy something just as big as it. This is 900 Australian, by the way. Everyone I've told that number to has been like, oh, that's crazy, it's not worth that much, and I'm like, yeah, but when I'm spending, $500 on like a 1/7 scale, something this big is worth 900. So yeah, cool transition time. Whoop.
Hello everyone, I'm doing this voiceover about 9 months late because I've been hopelessly addicted to Final Fantasy XIV, but Elden Ring is back on the menu with Shadow of the Erdtree in about a week, so there's no better time than the present to take a deep dive into this Malenia statue. So in the box you get a certificate of authenticity to prove that you are a real certified gamer for dropping a large amount of wingwangs on a fantasy lady. If you pause the video and read the text, it's actually pretty funny. Next is this little crest piece which has the collector's number on it, mine being number 126 of 320. It's solid metal but kinda pointless. I put it back in the box and forgot about it until reviewing the footage. And then she's also got alternative limbs for the helmet off mode, which really just equates to an extra arm with the helmet fully attached, and a whole alternate head and hair, which it's excessive, but that's just how things are. I think it looks fine enough, but I much prefer Malenia with the winged helmet, so she'll be keeping that on until further notice. So there is some assembly involved, but everything is attached via magnets in these big chunky pegs, so assembly is mostly straightforward and satisfying. And when I say everything, I mean pretty much everything. All of the butterflies snap into place on her cloak. All of these little knobby bits on the base are magnets, as well as all the yellow flowery foliage on the tree. So starting with the base, you've got this huge tree that's about 60 centimeters tall, or around 2 foot longs for people who like to count in Subway sandwiches. Malenia herself standing on top of that brings the total height up by around another 10 centimeters. I think the tree looks really cool, and it also provides some very necessary support for her cloak, which gets very heavy, but I haven't noticed any sagging over the many months that I've had her, so I think it's doing a good job. I love the sculpting and colouring on the mushrooms, as well as these teeny tiny leaves that have been glued on, that give it a real tactile appearance and feel, because I'm always touching it for some reason. Included in the box is this extra baggie of Chinese leaves for, I guess, further dusting around the base. I'm not sure how these were, allowed into the country, but anyway. Overall, it's very autumn core, and I'm all here for it. The desaturated browns, oranges, and yellows help Malenia's vibrant reds and golds stand out, but still feel completely natural in the scene that it creates. Of course, you've also got her gross feet with those individually rendered toes. I've always hated these shoes, or I guess they're more like prosthetic legs, but it's a part of her character design that I don't vibe with, but it definitely adds to the aesthetic. I have to appreciate it. Moving up a bit, the rut on her leg is equally unsettling, but for different reasons. With her scale, all of the texturing and detail really has a chance to pop, though I think they could have gone even a bit more blur and gross with the rot here, but I still think it's pretty good. Up on her chest area, she do got those melons, and God bless this statue doesn't have an 18+ variance, but I love the sculpting of her gown and the varied textures of the layers that help sell those different fabrics. Her extendo sword arm is maybe my favourite little detail of her design, and I'm happy with how it ended up here. Though I'm not sure if the rune carvings on the sword are just complete nonsense or not though I kind of expect that they are. The gold colouring of her arm and helmet are also perfectly shiny, but not too shiny. They just look so damn good. You can even get a peek at her face under the helmet through the slits, which is really, really cool. The rear of the statue is mostly detailed as well, and the pose and composition absolutely works from all angles. It falls down in a few areas, like the yellow leaves being front-facing only because of the magnets, and the cape lacking a bit of colour detail to fully sell the torn and damaged look. But I'll never really be seeing it from the back here anyway, so whatever. The golden emblem on the cloak is so nice, and it's kind of sad that I never really get to see it. Here's some more shots of the alternate head. I think it's fine. They made her too pretty and less rotten. Maybe if it was a bit more true to source, I'd vibe with it a bit more, but I also think the type of person who wants a helmet off version probably wants a pretty face to look at too, so I don't know, someone probably likes it. Overall though, as I said in the intro segment, I love this statue. I'm not the biggest Elden Ring fan, which might be a total shocker. Dark Souls and Bloodborne are like way better, but something about this statue really spoke to me as soon as I saw it, and I knew I needed it. I do look at her every day, but that's more so because I'm forced to, given that she takes up my whole desk, but she really is the pride and joy of my collection. So if you're wondering why I stopped buying anime figures, this is kind of a big reason. Anyway, that's my review, but I guess you can't even buy her anymore, so thanks for checking out this video anyway, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!